Hello my friends and welcome back. It's episode 90. And we are going to leave this dungeon because
Hey,
it is too low level.
let's see. Hey.
What's up, Cam?
Thanks, but
I want to
Okay
go
then.
somewhere else. Glory to Idle's Day. I wonder if
Alright,
after doing the dungeon I could potentially sneak in another point of luck or whether it will remember. After all, the toilet is
Look
right
at
there. Nope. You thought about it.
Alright then.
Alright, always be doing links. Neuros is available. Oh, I should check out cooking as well and see if there's a dish I can make. Since you can only make one dish at a time. Nope, there's nothing I can make that I haven't already made. Alright, I'm not too worried about cooking, let's be honest.
Alright then.
Kind of annoying that there's a
Where to?
tolerance there's a tolerance boosting event that would be quite useful, and eloquence. He's not on the back deck, he's down in engineering. That's where I need to go. There he is. Oh god, that's
Oh-ho.
there we go. Hello there, come to check my progress with the land, so you ought to know I've never worked on it. Where those brothers could see, so how goes the relic search? You found anything? It seems like a piece of rubbish, show it to me anyway. And this is, it looks no more like rubbish at a glance, but never hurts to be thorough.
Ho-ho.
This goes here, and then, capital. Capital! Ha! Never gets old. Absolutely magnificent. All the wisdom of the ancients sitting in the palm of my hand. Rather gives a chap the strength to go on.
that's awful.
It's like this every time. At this point, your reactions are more interesting than the relics, Neuros.
Well,
Oh ho, so what's it set up like this, eh? Could be a forward compatible with modern design.
oh,
Aha! I'm struck, lad, thunderstruck. The Neuros of the moment ago was a drivelling buffoon compared to the now. It's all thanks to you.
thank you.
But you know, the more I see them, the more mysterious they get. They're fundamentally different from igniters in both process and function.
That...
Ordinarily, magic isn't viable without Magler and magic igniters, whether the Gauntlet Runner or otherwise. In fact, this country's technology practically relies on magic igniters. Dangerous dependency, that. Might be why I'm so drawn to these relics. Or you not. Or you lot.
No.
No, they're fine things that are worth researching, but wielding power beyond one's limits is a fast track to madness. I've seen it happen, old boy.
The truth is...
Took a lot of experimentation. I'd rather forget that, truth be told, but once approached by the government to personally participate in igniter development. Was once approached by the government. They'd gathered up some destitute parapers who had no other place to go, and subjected them to an experiment after awful experiment.
about that.
No.
The experiments had already started by the time they'd gotten around to asking me, and at that point my dissent would have been met like an insect underfoot. I lost track of several engineers I once considered friends that did participate. It's hard to imagine what evils they worked there. As tech-minded maniacs, we're all too easily led astray. Dangle some new technology in front of our eyes and curiosity will win over ethics every time. So he says. I never openly opposed the projects, absorbing myself in Gauntlet Runner research. Thinking back on it, I suppose that was an easy way to bury a guilty conscience. Naive as it was, I wanted to be responsible for an invention that inspired dreams, not one meant only for death and destruction. And now, after all that, I've been kicked back down to the bottom rung. Yeah, ha 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 ha. This is actually a step up. Ah, you're not wrong. These days I get to cruise and ramble as I please, with a seat in the prince's own runner. Though it only comes because of my past choices that I can show off my best work nowadays, and the entire kingdom is a fine venue for it. A scholar could ask for nothing more.
I'm a lucky man to be part of your grand quest.
All that said, I hope you'll keep an eye out for these relics, eh?
This one's important.
However...
Something is nagging at me though. Why the devil are all these relic pieces so scattered about the world? Seems to me like they're all part of a greater whole, so some kind of natural coincidental dispersal or something else altogether. Well, next time you bring a relic, we may very well get the answer. Counting on you as always.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Time marches on.
Piece of cake.
We made it all the way to the end of the Dragon Temple, so any of the monsters around here should be no problem for us, right? Despite that, we shouldn't completely let our guard down. Don't forget, we leave in 10 days.
What do you want to do?
Now then.
All right.
It still takes 3 days.
I cannot say I see the point, but...
Yeah, but... It's your call.
It's really annoying. Oh, I was hoping to save a day.
We could rest for a bit there. Let's see.
We could make camp there.
I guess
which
what's
one?
happened is like this
Here's where we are
doesn't
now.
count. This
Really?
up to here counts as 1 day, then 2, and then finally
Oh, I
3.
don't like that. Oh, I don't like that.
Is it worth it?
What lurks below?
All right.
I cannot say I...
Yeah, but it's your call.
Let's be off.
Oh, let's just do it. Whatever.
What to pick?
Can always work on my stats. Hey, I've got the option to do a link. Great. Oh, Hulkenberg 2. Alright, sweet. I might get some linkage done then. What's the word, you chief? Chief? Now it remains to carry out our plan in Altabury. Question is, where does the spear fit into our schemes? If you have the time, would you like to take a break with me? My hideout is a bit cramped perhaps, but it is my castle.
Thank you.
Thank you, I'm sure my son would be happy too. I don't see
wondered if you'd
Hythme's urn.
notice.
I wondered if you'd notice.
Wait a minute.
Where is
I'd
it?
not say my last goodbyes without telling you. No, he's still with me.
It's voiced.
But-
Great.
The urn itself I disposed of. It's Yujif tradition, you see. Keeping the remains of the fallen in fine-wrought urns. But my boy, I had not much left of him. Only the smallest of bones. Now, however, those bones rest at my very heart. I asked the young Lady Yufa to craft for me a necklace that I might keep them ever close and safe. Wherever I go, and whatever I do, I shall wear this always. He will never leave my side again. I mustn't turn my eyes from my son's passing. Nor will I surrender his memory to Earth, left to rest in some place far beyond my heart's reach. No. I have but one course. I will carry my son with me, and we will change this burden of oppression against our people. Until that day comes, when we change this world for the better, I will fight with my son at my side and in my heart.
Don't make me cry.
I'm sure that's what your son would want.
Yes, I think so too. It will be no easy path. But I have made my decision. Thanks to you. We two have spoken of much, eh? Sometimes it's felt as though my son himself has been advising me. And well, I've been through no small pains on this endeavor. But it was that experience that brought me to my decision.
I'm honored.
It's because of the perspective we share. That's how I found a way forward. One I'll not regret. You are the only one who can create a world fit for my son to rest. Lad, my hopes rest with you. And I will see them protected, even should it cost me my life.
I'll be counting on you.
Of course, you may leave it in my hands. After all this, you are like a son to me yourself, you know. Your life, your ideals, I will protect them as my own.
Old man
Another
Heisme.
toast then. To us, to my son, and to the children, and their future.
The aloof hermit Heisme, keeper and heritor of the thief's virtues, by the grace of his newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
I will never forget how this drink tasted tonight.
Sweet.
You should let me hear some of your stories too, eh? Just every now and then. They need not be grand tales. Even passing thoughts are fine. These moments we have, however we spend them, to me, they are precious indeed. I can't remember the last time I felt this way. To think of my future and look forward to what awaits.
All right. But oink. I gained some rank, but it was not enough to push me to 8.
Oi! You lot!
Looks like we've run into a shining mass of something or other. Hurry up and do something about them. The absolute audacity of that monster to come over here and bother us like this. Let's deal with it right quick, yeah?
Hey! Would you mind not just barging in on us?
Let's give you a try, eh? As what to pay!
Let's set it up! Maybe there's a better choice.
I wonder how
I'm
many
all
hits
prepared.
this move does. Remember I had that that weapon that made hits. You always got like the maximum amount of hits. I'll try
Look
it,
here.
whatever. I got 600,000 to play with.
Let's do this!
Hey, don't get sloppy, Captain. There they go.
Done.
They
Still
come
more.
from- Everyone, be careful.
It's okay. Merchant! I'll be taking that. Mine now.
Why, hello there.
With
treasure.
skill,
These are
UG
just small
fists
fry.
can be
If we
as
play it
assassin's
cool,
needles.
We'll cruise right through.
He should be weak to... I think he's immune to physical, if I remember correctly. And weak to light.
No.
Pretty sure that this thing is immune to physical, but let's try.
I shall general! The power of ice!
Yikes! Here comes the counter. Nice dodge, Hulkenberg. Like poetry in motion.
Observe with blade in hand! This won't let us fight as one!
Let my power support you.
As the
All
point
right,
of a
just
sword!
pierce through it.
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed
I will
a
fight
new
with pride.
weakness.
Merchant!
Sorry.
Doesn't look like they have anything we can
With
steal.
skill, pugilist. Then again, I'll use what I must. Pierce!
You hit their weakness. Nice
Frozen
move,
after
Wise Man.
death.
No holding back! Try not to worry.
Okay, we're good.
That helped.
Quite a boon.
Was needed. It burns! Child play!
Hulkenberg's been burned. If she gets hit, she's in big trouble.
Come! Pierce through them!
All right.
Let's take
Oh,
Light 'em, Hulkenberg.
smackdown.
Let's go. Hold on.
Ice doesn't work. We need a different approach.
Merchant!
I'll do this because it's almighty, so he can't block
Got
it.
him.
Let
Nice
us clean
going,
up
Captain.
pugilist. No,
Wind should solve this. Let's blow them away.
face me. Fall.
Critical hit. High
Frozen
real aim.
after death.
General! Perhaps to the fore!
Scrolls
I shall
frozen.
vanquish evil!
These attacks will do much less damage.
Take that!
Right on target. Nice one, Scrolls.
Burns!
It burns.
Magic Knight! Shatter!
Only one
okay.
left. Finish
Charging
them
in.
off
I
and
am
we're clear.
ransacking
Come
this
forth,
guy.
Royal
Level
Sword.
is low.
Strike! Still up?
You think yourself equal to a UG forward? Now accept your fate.
Boshed.
All right, victory is ours.
I swear, they just put that Elementa first
Cilento,
to
a
absorb the
settlement known for
bombardment.
its marine trade, thanks to the bounties of the sea. The bay's most prominent feature, though, is a sinkhole of unfathomable depth. Some believe to gaze into its abyss is to be spirited away. The gauntlet runner glides into the inlet as seabirds overhead cry out songs of victory at their catches.
Giving it some thought?
Let us by. Wow, what a lovely little light.
What?
You always think you'd love to live somewhere like this, but If you ever get sick, then you suddenly realise the problems of living in remote communities. Can't imagine the islanders know who I am. Perhaps ought to gather an audience and sing for them. Alas, we are not here on leisure. It's not something we need to buy. I'll have those. I'll have those. Wow, jeweled roots. I'll have those too. You know what? I might as well just take them all. Ah, the limp goldfish. You know what? I'm gonna farm money anyway, so let's just do it. Let's just clean the place out. We're able to get by because we still catch fish here, thankfully. We don't have much to offer, but please make yourself at home. You're certainly right about not having much to offer. Wow, you know. Rude. I can hear her saying that in her voice. Rude.
No.
The church is involved, I don't even want to know about it. You say that, what if it involves your priestess? Well, that changes things, don't it? No one's ever seen the bottom of that giant hole in the bay. If you're all confident in your swimming, why not take a dive? Ah, but what if a runner could become a submersible? Then we could make adjustments here and there, and dare I say we could dive, and near us we have no need to journey below the sea. Stop that man.
All right. Hey.
Let the trip continue.
As the sun sets over the sea's horizon and the birds rest their wings, the gauntlet runner settles into a reef, waves lapping softly at its hull. The gauntlet runner anchors itself at the reef to stave off danger. Within its walls, the party sleeps peacefully.
Within the walls of the wall. No, she's still working on her bonds.
All right then.
Well met.
We have the spear and our sole means of dispatching Louis. It's a precious tool indeed. Now it's time for prudence. We must strengthen our arm before the thrust. Always be doing links.
I've received word from the Shadow Guard.
Oh, another voiced
has
one.
been confined to an underground cell. For the time being, the chaos in the capital should be still.
I don't think we're in the clear just yet.
Agreed. All that's changed is that Rodanth is removed from power. We spoke of it before. A knight's duty is to their oath, yet without a king, an oath might hold little weight to any one knight. And an armed force, disunified in purpose, is but a spark away from a raging mob. If the knighthood flounders further, whether clinging to power or simply self-preservation, a second Rodanth, or even a third, will surely emerge. Unless His Royal Highness the Prince takes the throne, there will be no true rebirth for the knighthood.
Rest assured, I'll forge a path to the throne.
Yes, well said. We shall reclaim our nation's future together.
I don't know what those are for. Those indicators used to
My
be...
duel with Rodanth left much clear.
I'll
I
explain
proved
after.
I am not the woman I once was. It can only be the journey thus far that has changed me. You've helped me grow as a new person. Never again will I wield my power only to hide my own sense of inferiority. My convictions shall lead me, and I shall fight by their strength. Thus, I vow anew to use my power for you.
You're a true knight.
Only scant days ago, I was embarrassed to call myself a knight at all. 'Tis a strange feeling.
Unshakable trust.
The steadfast vassal, Hulkenberg, keeper and heritor of the knight's virtues. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
I shall safeguard our land and our future.
High probability for Hulkenberg to defend the protagonist from attack on his weakness. Slots to 4. Heroic embodiment. Sweet.
The man of the Shadow Guard paused before departing. As he bid me farewell, he told me he hoped to one day be my equal. A knight not merely in title, but in truest spirit. I never thought the day would come that I might see the honor in myself. As a knight, and as an ally, I will stay by your side, now and always. Truly, my friend. Thank you.
Boom. Doink. Struggling to get past 9.
Time marches on, and the age of a new
So what I was
king
going to say
draws
before is,
nearer.
in previous Persona games, because this has got the same link system as Persona, those little indicators
What to pick?
were relationship points. So basically, your relationship increased like these virtues do. You needed so many points, and when you collected enough points, the link would advance a level. So just because you did an event with a linkage didn't mean that that link would advance. It might not advance. You might just get a load of points. And so, but there were various chances to earn points during story events and all the rest of it, so there was a lot of planning to do to get your links to go up with as fewer link events as possible. But in this game, links go up every time. Every time you do a chat, the link goes up. Okay, he's automatic. She's automatic. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 11, 15. You'll get 1 for free, so we need to add 7, 22, and then 14. 22 and 14, 36 ranks to gain. I don't know if there's enough time left in the game to get all these ranks. Just have to see.
Hey!
Never imagined I'd learn to master archetypes too. It makes me glad my studies at the Mage Academy aren't going to waste. Sometimes wonder how different my life would be if the Mage Academy hadn't been shuttered. Makes me wistful. Guess I'm reading a book. Nothing else to do.
All right.
I need to work on my tolerance and my eloquence to get them up to 4.
Nura speaking.
Got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
At last, the party arrives at Sporico Cave, nestled deep in the forest. Within, vibrant flowers rich with color blossom in full glory. But theories claim the cave itself is a weapon of a bygone era, and the magic of its circuitry infused the ground with magma. As though drawn in by the bewitching light, the gauntlet runner draws near the mouth.
Alright. Well, this looks high-tech. It is a place that grows ever more curious. It almost appears as though the plants themselves are creating a path. Everywhere on this island is bursting with nature, but this is on a whole other level entirely. Oh ho, now this is a proper ruin, extremely old one at that, too. Time has taken its toll on it, but what lies beneath all these plants remains distinctly man-made. What? Do my eyes deceive me? Could it be? Something you want to eat? You find something delicious to eat? How is it that you perceive my thoughts so regularly? We've established that Hulkenberg is an eating machine with an iron stomach.
Look.
Observe, the shape of these flower petals betrays the edible nature of the species. 'Tis likely a most precious nectar flows within. Of course it's about food.
Still,
That matter aside, there could be a reason as to why this place is so conductive to the growth of grass and trees. It's definitely faint, but I do feel the flow of a special magla. It's not the type that normally drifts in the air. It almost feels like an igniter.
Rather.
The remains of this structure most certainly originate from the era before the advent of igniters. If that's true, then we certainly have quite the discovery on our hands. However, whatever magic remains here now seems like it's only got the power to make the plants glow. A great civilization withers only to leave vegetation behind, perhaps a mirror of our own fate. A curious pattern reveals itself to me under the roots of this tree. It looks as if it could possibly be a magical formula.
now then.
We should continue forth before Neuros's curiosity takes root and we find out himself amongst the trees planted here for eternity. Oi, come now, just allow me another moment to take a better look at this. Hey, free wisdom.
All right.
Not the stat I wanted, but nevertheless.
Here.
All growth is good. And another drawing.
As the clear surface gives way to the glassy ink of darkness, the gauntlet runner reaches a remote island. The party gets a good night's rest, grateful for the still land that does not sway them at its whims.
Just toasty warm.
All right then.
You know, even though he beat a dragon, it's kind of frustrating that news of such a crazy feat probably won't even make it off the island.
All right.
Right. Let me just go ahead and grab the dailies. These journeys in the Gauntlet Runner have actually been not that bad. Getting a lot of links done and a lot of stats. If anything, it almost feels like being on the Gauntlet Runner at times is more productive than not being on the Gauntlet Runner. Especially if you're walking past events and stuff. Right, we've got an opportunity to improve my tolerance here, so that's definitely one that we will pick up. So you just don't know what you're going to get. She's not available for eloquence at this time, but he is available for tolerance.
All right.
That's why I'm trying to spread the stats out, because I don't want to max one thing out and reduce my choices. Until, you know, I'm in a position where I can max them all out. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.